Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Happy July 13th. Happy Tuesday. Today we're doing a video that a lot of you guys probably know about. It's not really brand new content, but at the same point, for all the people out there who are casual gamers, for people who don't really know much about Madden because it's not their number one game, maybe they play a blend of games, you're not a try-hard gamer for Madden, all that stuff. And essentially, by the whole tryhard thing, it's more of just Madden's number one. That's how I look at it. Doesn't mean you got to play it 7 hours a day, 5 hours a day, but you're probably on there once a day for at least an hour. And it means you're dedicated. Look at it as you're dedicated, not as other stuff. And, with the whole money spent thing, how I look at it too is, it doesn't mean you got to spend thousands, but, even if you spend $200 in the game, I mean, it's better than going out there and buying 3-4 games that you probably won't even play. I'll buy FIFA. I'll buy NBA. I'll buy MLB. I'm buying the new Call of Duty. Are you really playing those games? I mean, if you buy them but don't play them as much, you're better off just playing one game and spending $200 on it than paying $200 for 3 games that you're probably not going to play. So it's all perspective. And that's why I'm making this YouTube video, because these things are actually things that I think are worth it for next year. I was talking to my friend Brady. He slept over last night. We had a little, not really a party, but we had a little friend hang out at my house last night. And, I told him, we're really excited for next year. I'm actually excited for Madden 22 because literally, to be honest, this is awesome. I personally think, in my opinion, that when we say this game is actually going to be different, I think it is. I think the gameplay might feel the same because they can't change the gameplay and how the game and the animations. The game will still be animated. It's Madden football on a video game console. What do you expect? I think overall, though, the presentation, it's going to be better. Now, there is a disclaimer here because the whole PS4 version, Xbox One version, even PC version not being next gen, you might see a similar game. Because there's not going to be dynamic game day. Franchise is still different for PS4, but you might feel the same gameplay. There are some gameplay features that will be better in general, but a lot of the gameplay things are going to be for next gen. So number one is the whole franchise mode. We know this. We literally know all about this already by now. So I'm just going to fly through this. There's a mock draft now where they have a mock draft with the whole archetype, projection, team needs thing. That's really cool. Now this is more for a CPU franchise because, it'll probably give you hints on what they'll take. But if you're doing a user draft, 32 online users, a mock draft won't really help. Because it's the user who's going to pick it, not a computer. If there's a mock draft, it's going to simulate what the computer would pick and help you out. But if it's a user, it's not really going to help you out that much. It's still cool. Whether it helps you or not, it's still cool to have it in the game. It's authentic, like the real NFL. Number two is obviously the coaching staff. I mean, just bringing it back is awesome. The whole coaching boosts. The whole offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator mattering. I think the next step for this is, can they show the coordinators on the field? Can they show Todd Bowles on the sideline? Can they show, defensive coordinator, you name it, defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. I mean, he's gone now for the Eagles, but I mean, I really can't name that many D coordinators right now. I don't know why, but yeah. So offensive coordinator, right? Josh McDaniels for the Patriots. Can they show them on the sidelines? That's the next step. Can you show them on the field, in warm-ups, whatever? That's the next step to make the gameplay, I think, and visualization better for the game. But I love how they're adding it back in the game. Another thing with franchise, the whole weekly strategy, the whole layout looks different. I think you're getting a 10 times better and different game for franchise mode for next year. And when you get that, it's a mic drop. Now, I'm biased because I'm in 3 franchises next year. 2 regs, both PS5, and then I'm in a PS4 fantasy draft. All online franchises. I believe in online franchise because it's more user interface. It's more like user decision. CPU is kind of more easy, but it's still very fun. Still very fun. You're just not getting the authentic experience because of how BS the CPU is. And not only their gameplay cheating, but also in their trading logic. And some of their drafting can be pretty stupid. But they always claim, we're going to make AI smarter. It still feels really dumb. But yeah, like franchise mode, like it's so cool. Like I'm so excited. And like the cool thing about franchises is that this is all current gen and next gen. The only difference is of course the game day and the whole momentum thing, all bullshit. All right, here we go. Number 2 is in general the whole game day momentum thing. So this is supposed to be on next gen only. So the whole PS4 thing won't really get the game day momentum thing, especially home field advantage and stuff. Now, home field advantage is not going to be a MUT, but MUT will still have the game day momentum. It's just not having the whole home field advantage stuff. In franchise, though, home field advantage is evident as long as it's turned on the next gen franchise. So this brings another layer to the game. It might change the meta. Maybe you won't call this play because it doesn't give you good momentum. Or, there's going to be ways where the meta will go around and build around. Oh, you have stronger blocking? Call those screen passes more. Maybe screen passes are now the meta. We don't know. We're really curious to see how will this change the whole meta. Will running the ball be stronger and better than ever? For all those guys who love running the ball and can't pass the ball, they physically cannot pass the ball skill-wise, they might be helped out even more now because game day momentum states, you can see right there if I zoom in, away team has trouble blocking. Oh, my bad. I thought it was buff blocking. I'm sorry. I thought it was buffed blocking. It's actually you have trouble blocking. Jeez. So that would hurt the run game more than ever. Pass game still worse blocking, but if you run the ball, it's nothing but good blocks you need. So that will definitely change the game. It's change. That's what we want. However, that is next gen only. Brings us to number 3. If you have a next gen console, Xbox One, Series X, PS5, if you guys don't, dude, don't feel bad, but you should try to get one because I warned you it would be next gen based. Because it's the first release ever with next gen at launch. Are you kidding me? I mean, guys, this is awesome. The fact that we're getting a full game that's launched with next gen, it's actually tailored to next. Last year was half-ass. It's try out this new next gen game halfway through the year. Now this is legit. Because I have it, I'm more pumped than ever. Literally, I am super pumped for this game, dude. There is nothing that can honestly destroy my thoughts on this game unless my first online game, I just get glitched like a DC loss. There is nothing that can really not make me more excited because I got a new gaming monitor, a new mic, headset, I got my new black controller, I'm ready, dude. This is I'm not gonna say this is what we live for, but in a gaming world, for video game talk, for your video game time, I am ready for this. This is what we really strive for the gaming community. And when it comes time to play video games, there is nothing better than August, September, and MUT launch. Especially because NFL is around the corner. For NFL, fantasy football, NFL, regular season week 1 as well. Number 4 is the whole auction change and ultimate team changes. There are going to be some subtle changes that will help you guys out. The whole auction block has changed. So now there's a minimum and a maximum price that a card can go for. It will literally change coin selling. Coin selling is now pretty much obsolete. So what that means then is that's awesome. If there's no more coin selling, the only way to really buy your way now is to buy points. But if you buy points, you can't buy coins. Points are not as OP as buying coins is. If you buy coins, you get guaranteed coins. If you buy packs, it does not guarantee big coins. So it pretty much eliminates all the God squads that are just pay to win. You can still pay for your packs and bundles, but you're gonna have to pay a lot more than you did buying coins. So whoever grinds like myself, all you grinders out there, you might face some less God squads this year because of coin selling issues. And also the whole sniping thing, people can't get rich anymore by sniping because of the new minimum price option. Also, the whole halftime adjustments thing, that will also change the meta in the game. Even though there'll still be a meta in the game, as long as it's different, and as long as the meta is different, the way we play the game day momentum, the halftime adjustments, as long as there's a difference, I'm so ready for the game. Because last year, 55Y, man coverage, gun bunch, so repetitive. Gun trips offset. Number 5 is the Dynasty Edition / MVP Edition. If you are getting one of these 2 editions, you are getting both versions of PS5 and PS4. It's called dual entitlement. If you get dual entitlement, you literally get both versions of the game. And why that's huge is, if you are not a fan of the NextGen features, let's say it's a whole bust. I mean, I would say last year it wasn't a bust, but on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being unplayable, 10 being it's the best thing ever, I would probably give it a 6. It was over half. It was definitely above average, but I still feel like the PS4 version was a little bit better. But this year it might change. And if it doesn't, and it's still kind of like just average, you can just switch between the 2. You can just switch off, like, okay, I'm going to play MUT Weekend League on PS4 this weekend. Or I'm going to play PS5 Weekend League this weekend. Or vice versa. So, in general, I feel like also for franchises, some franchises are like, oh, I have PS4, you have PS5. Oh, no, if you get MVP or Dynasty, you're able to get both editions. You can join whatever franchise you want. Because franchise is not cross-platform. Not even for PS4 or PS5. You have to have PS5 League, you have to have PS4 League, Xbox One League, PC League, or Xbox One Series X. You literally can't do Xbox or PS4 or PS4 or PS5. And then my last thing I'm going to say really quick is the Curated Legends Pack. If you're getting the Dynasty Edition, you not only get Tom Brady or Mahomes, but you also get 2 Legend Athlete Elites. And those 2 Legends Elites should be mid to high elites, not like 80, 82s. They should be 85 to 87s, and they're probably going to be 1 offense, 1 defense. So we're hoping for like a Moss, a Ty Law. That will very, very, very much be appreciative and is very hypeful coming up in the game. Not to mention you can save money through EA Access. Give me your thoughts. Let me know why you're excited for Madden NFL 22, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye.